Scott Morrison has issued an ultimatum to energy companies: build new gas-fired power stations or he will. The Prime Minister is counting on investment in gas to restart the economy. Political reporter Jennifer Beshwati is live in Canberra for us. And Jen, the PM says he's trying to avoid an energy shortfall.
Yeah, that's right, Mike. An energy shortfall that he says will be caused when the Liddell coal-fired power station in the New South Wales Hunter Valley region will be closed in April 2023. Scott Morrison says that if the sector doesn't come up with a plan by April next year, then he will move in. He says that the government-owned Snowy Hydro is now developing options to build a gas generator in the Hunter Valley. Here's what the Prime Minister had to say.
If the energy companies choose to step up and make these investments to create that capacity, great. We will step back. If not, my government will step up and we will fill the gap.
Jen, it hasn't silenced calls for greater investment in coal.
No, it hasn't, Mike, and these calls are coming from within the coalition today. Former Resources Minister and National Senator Matt Canavan believes that a gas-led recovery should not be the sole focus. He wants taxpayers to fund building a new coal-fired power station, saying we should utilise our greatest resource rather than selling it all overseas.
In Newcastle, we have the world's best thermal coal. So I don't understand why we don't just build a new advanced coal-fired power station right there if we are serious about restarting our manufacturing sector.
Flashback.
Above an LNG storage facility in Victoria's South Dandenong. With existing gas pipelines at this location, the company now wants to build a new $300 million gas-fired power station. And today, the federal government says it'll make it happen.
This is all about getting the reliability into the system.
As part of the coalition's underwriting guarantee, it'll help 2 new projects secure private funding: a 220-megawatt gas generator in Dandenong, Victoria, capable of powering 50,000 homes, and a 132-megawatt gas generator in Gatton, Queensland, which will also benefit New South Wales power grids.
That helps you get both reliable power that keeps the lights on and more affordable power.
Labor welcomes the announcement but says it's a poor substitute for a lack of energy policy.
They just have no policy, and it's quite extraordinary. They've announced 17 different policies.
10 projects remain on the government's shortlist, including a new coal-fired power station in Queensland, a preference for LNP members. The government says it's working closely with stakeholders to determine if that project can power on. Jennifer Beshwati, 7 News.
End of Flashback.
We have the list of donations to the Liberal Party of Australia. If I could bring your attention to Australian Pipelines and Gas Association. I reckon this one's pretty obvious. Then we have Santos, an Australian company dealing in gas. And then we have Woodside Energy. And just a reminder that those letters stand for liquefied natural gas. Then we have Wesfarmers. These guys look like they have a lot going on because they seem to run our Bunnings, Kmarts and Officeworks, but we're here to have a look at the chemicals, energy and fertilisers. And then there's a few different companies listed here. This is one of them, and as if this one's called Clean Heat. And this is the other company that Wesfarmers is the parent company of. Political donations just legalise bribes.